In the 7th century CE, the Arab region and the Islamic world experienced profound changes due to a series of military conquests that shifted the balance of power in the Middle East. After the death of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in 632 CE, Abu Bakr al-Siddiq, may Allah be pleased with him, assumed the caliphate and led the Muslim Ummah through a crucial period in its history. During his caliphate, a series of conquests began that significantly expanded the borders of the Islamic State. In this article, we will explore these conquests in detail and analyze their historical and cultural impacts. Islamic conquests under Abu Bakr al-Siddiq campaigns against apostasy. Upon assuming the caliphate, Abu Bakr faced significant challenges, particularly the apostasy movements that emerged across the Arabian Peninsula. Leaders of tribes had declared their independence from the central authority in Medina. Abu Bakr regarded suppressing these movements as a top priority to maintain the unity of the Muslim Ummah. He personally led military campaigns against these rebels and managed to reunify the Arabian Peninsula under the banner of Islam by 634 CE. Preparations for external conquests. With the internal situation stabilized, Abu Bakr began planning for external conquests. The Byzantine Empire in the Levant and the Sasanian Empire in Iraq posed threats to the nascent Islamic State, making their conquest a clear objective. Military campaigns were led by prominent leaders such as Khalid ibn al-Walid and Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas. The Islamic conquest of the Levant. The Battle of Yarmouk. The Battle of Yarmouk in 636 CE is one of the most significant battles fought by the Islamic armies. This battle was a turning point in the struggle against the Byzantine Empire. The Muslims, led by Khalid ibn al-Walid, showcased military prowess and strategic leadership. After the Battle of Yarmouk, the Muslims succeeded in conquering most of the Levant, including Damascus, Homs, and Jerusalem. The Islamic conquest of the Levant was not only due to military victories, but also involved diplomatic and negotiation efforts with some local kingdoms. The conquest of Jerusalem. One of the notable events in the Islamic conquest was the conquest of Jerusalem. After the Muslim victory at Yarmouk, attention turned to Jerusalem, a city sacred to Christians and Jews. In 637 CE, an agreement was reached with the inhabitants of Jerusalem that guaranteed their safety and religious freedom under Islamic rule. The campaign was led by the second caliph, Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, whose treatment of the city's inhabitants exemplified tolerance and justice. The Islamic conquest of Iraq and Persia. The Battle of Qadisiyah. At around the same time, Muslim armies advanced towards Iraq. The Sasanian Empire in Iraq posed a threat to the Islamic State. The Battle of Qadisiyah in 636 CE was a decisive conflict in this struggle. The Muslims, led by Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, achieved a significant victory over the Sasanian army. This victory led to the fall of the Sasanian Empire and opened Iraq to Islamic conquest. The conquest of Ctesiphon. Following the victory at Qadisiyah, the Muslims moved towards Ctesiphon, the capital of the Sasanian Empire. In 637 CE, the Muslims entered Ctesiphon after a fierce battle. The fall of Ctesiphon marked the end of the Sasanian Empire and paved the way for the spread of Islam in Persia. The Islamic conquest of North Africa. Campaign to North Africa. The Muslims then turned their attention to North Africa, with campaigns beginning during the Caliphate of Uthman ibn Affan.